Hello from Kiev, the capital of Ukraine. My name is Sergey Uzlov and I am Kiev guide, and also I am Chernobyl guide. Maybe the area contaminated with radiation at Chernobyl. So before Russian full-scale invasion, I was a guide to Chernobyl. And now I'm in the very center of Kyiv, Mikhailovsky Maidan or Mikhailovsky Square. And also here on this place is open-air exhibition of Russian military vehicles that were destroyed during the first stage of Russian invasion, full-scale invasion. I'm stressing that it is a full-scale invasion due to the fact that Russia invaded attacked Ukraine 12 years ago, and 4 years ago it was full-scale invasion. I'm waiting for more viewers. Usually it takes maybe 10 minutes to have more viewers. Hello, my dear friends and non-friends. I expect a lot of trolls here. Mostly they are Russian trolls, people who are Russian citizens or maybe supporters of Russia, and in the most cases they are just workers, those who is trying to earn money. So my greetings to everyone, and my name is Sergey Uzlov. I am refugee from eastern part of Ukraine, from Donetsk, and I am also Kiev guide. And this war for me began 12 years ago, not 4 years ago, because of 4 years ago Russia started full-scale invasion, but in fact they invaded to Ukraine for the first time in 2014. Today I plan to tell you a little bit history of Kiev and Ukraine, a little bit modern life, and also I would like to discuss with you a current war in Iran. Please, if you have questions about these topics, please text me. And also, I would like to know your opinion about current new war in Iran. Якийсь sending me some unknown words. Maybe he doesn't know English, and I suppose that he is a troll. So I usually don't pay attention to trolls, because of it is a policy of Russia. They hide people who send some comments, some rubbish on social networks against of Ukraine, and as usual they cannot explain their text, what they want, and in general what they want here in Ukraine they cannot explain. Well, for those who is new on my channel, my name is Sergey Uzlov, and thank you for watching my channel. And today I plan to show you streets and squares of Kiev, and you will watch people on the streets of Kiev. Kiev is the main city of Ukraine. It is capital of Ukraine, and Ukraine is biggest country in Europe, and it has 603 square kilometers of territory, and unfortunately 20% of our territory, of our land, was occupied by Russia. And just 1 week ago we marked the fourth anniversary of Russian full-scale invasion. I'm stressing that it was full-scale invasion because of Russia invaded Ukraine and annexed our peninsula Crimea 12 years ago, and also they occupied Donetsk and Lugansk districts. I know this topic very well because I was a fly on the wall, and I was born and grown, and I studied in Donetsk, which is in eastern part of Ukraine. And I tell you more, I know the situation in Donetsk from inside, because of I lived in Donetsk more than 50 years, and everything happened before my eyes. Well, now we are on Mikhailovsky Square. Mikhailovsky Square is square in front of Mikhailovsky Monastery. You can see it from distance. And to say true, it is not original church and monastery, because of original buildings were demolished by Bolsheviks when they swept to power in 1917, and they considered all kinds of religions as competitors to communists, because of they counted other religions as rivals, because of communism was a kind of religion in their opinion, and they demolished maybe not all, but the most of churches, monasteries and monuments that remind them religion. So this is a copy of original Mikhailovsky Monastery that was built in the first part of 12th century, and after Ukraine gained independence in 1991, this monastery was rebuilt. But this monastery exactly duplicates the original. I saw a lot of photographs of old original monastery, and I can assure you that it is an exact copy. Exact copy. Outpost 231. Hello. Current battery percentage. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a technical message. What's Rus? What? Nothing. So Russia must go home. This is my answer. Well, guys, in front of me is not only Mikhailovsky Church. This building with columns is a Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine, but it was built not as a Ministry of Foreign Affairs, because it was built on the place. By the way, it was built on the place of another church, Ballistic church, just right before Second World War, and it was built for headquarters of Communist Party of Ukrainian Soviet Socialist Republic. And you possibly know that Ukraine, as well as Russia, Belarus, Georgia, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, and so on, in general, all in all, 15 republics were part of Soviet Union, and Soviet Union collapsed in 1991. So Russia and Ukraine appeared on the map for our planet just in 1991, at the same year. And at that time, at later up to 2014, Russia had not any pretensions, territorial pretensions and other kind of pretensions to Ukraine, and we had a lot of agreements, treaties, contracts, and so on. And Russia completely recognized Ukraine and Ukrainian borders, but Putin decided another. He broke all these agreements and next our land in Crimea, Donetsk, Lugansk districts. Well, and before us is an open air exhibition of Russian military vehicles that were destroyed by Ukrainian people, including our regular military forces and also volunteers and members of territorial defense in February and March of 2022, after Russian invasion to Ukraine. I have some comments or question. Flag should answer your question. Yes, I think so. And all of the sudden I'm in the beautiful Ukraine. Yes, yes, there. O-N-E. Yes, it is Ukraine. It is Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine. Funny, we're in Ukraine now. Yeah. Now I'm showing you Ukraine, capital of the country, Kiev. And let me tell you something about these vehicles. This is Commander Staff vehicle, Linza. It was designed for directing, for guiding battlefields. It is without powerful guns and weapons. In general, it was equipped with electronic radio stations, computers, and so on. So it was designed not for battlefield, but to guide battlefield from distance, because of it has not good armor, and it is not able to withstand some projectiles. This is 22 millimeters floating howitzer. You can see its shape. It's able to cross rivers and some lakes without bridges. And now we are nearing to another howitzer. It is Star S. Its caliber is 122 millimeters, and it's able to shoot on distance 40 kilometers, maybe a little bit more. And in front of me is infantry fighting vehicle BMP-2. It has automatic gun, 30 millimeters. And this is Russian tank T-90A. It was designed in Soviet times, before Soviet Union collapsed, but it's undergone a lot of modifications, and This is its barrel. It's caliber 125 millimeters. Glory to Ukraine. Thank you. 30 kilometers, yes, about 30 kilometers, but it depends on projectile. And all these vehicles were brought here from different parts of Ukraine in 2022, and this exhibition was inaugurated in May of 2022 to be exact. And in the beginning of the first stage of invasion, Ukraine and Russia had the same or very similar military vehicles. Because of I'm just repeating, sorry for that, the Ukraine and Russia were part of the same country, Soviet Union. And nowadays these vehicles of this type, Soviet Union designed, were replaced by German, American, British, and other modern equipment, modern vehicles from other countries. And here another one, personnel carrier. It's widely used by Russians in Siberia for exploration of swamps and rugged terrain. And Russia has a huge territory. It is 28 times bigger than Ukrainian territory. And they have a lot of place to explore, to build, to make beds, but they decided to invade free country, independent country of Ukraine. Signed Canada give us. Oh, okay, guys. Your money will be probably given you back when Russia will be defeated. Because of Russia started this war, and so all losses that many countries have Russia should compensate, including Ukraine, because of they destroyed a lot of living apartment buildings and our industrial complex, and they destroy everything they can destroy. And for example, I'll show you some harvesting combine. This combine, you can see yellow thing, it was donated from United States. Mr. Buffett, Howard Buffett, donated this harvesting combine to Ukrainian agricultural businessman. But as you can see, some drone, Russian drone, destroyed it. And today I read some article, and I don't remember. Maybe I saw some reels when Russian vacationers in Arabia Saudi complained about drones that Iran launched to Dubai, but they forgot to mention that Iranian drones attacked Ukraine also, and these drones attacked not from Iran but from Russia. And since the beginning of full-scale invasion, Russia launched more than 50,000 drones. Now we're nearing to the drone Shahid. So Russia decided to invade Mr. Canada and your neighbor. Glory to Russia. Hello, Russian troll. Hello, Russian fascist. I have a lot of so-called friends here. In fact, they are not friends, they are my enemies from Russia. And in front of me is Shahid. Iran made, maybe Russia made, I don't know, but in any way you can see in Slav language, in Russian, Gerань. So most probably this drone was made in Russia. It has a length 3.5 meters long, and its width is 2.5 meters wide. And Russia started to attack us with drones like this in September, or maybe in August of 2022. And in the beginning, they launched dozens of drones like this, but now they launch as much as 1,000 drones. Sometimes they launch 1,000 drones, but Ukraine was able to destroy Russian drone factories and close way of supply components of drones in Iran. So initially it was designed and built in Iran. So we are glad that Iran is under attack now. Maybe we will not experience more attacks by drone. And by the way, here you can see engine but without propeller, because the propeller was here. It is a 4-cylinder engine, and it produces terrible sound when it flies. And Russia have several purposes for launching these drones. First of all, it is formidable weapon, and it has a huge destructive power. And here you can see the sun. Here it is warhead. Usually it's equipped with a warhead with 50 TNT or TNT like explosives, but sometimes they launch Shahids without explosives, dummy drones for destruction, for exhausting our air defense system. And also these drones launched to Ukraine to save atmosphere of terror here. And I am refugee from Donetsk, eastern part of Ukraine, and I moved here to Kiev, to be more precise, to Kiev district 11.5 years ago. My name is Sergey, I'm Kiev guide. And approximately 3 months ago, a drone like this attacked flats, attacked apartments of our landlord. He had two flats, one flat for his family and second one for rental. And as I told you before, drone, fortunately without warhead, attacked his flat and completely destroyed it, and he miraculously stayed alive. But my family lost rented flats, so we needed to urgently search another one. By the way, it is my seventh apartment during this war. So war for me began in 2014, and we left Donetsk for Mariupol, and when they started to attack Mariupol, we moved to some village in Kiev district, and after that we moved to Kiev, and in Kiev we changed for several apartments already. I also have a friend from Donetsk who lives in Kiev. It is no wonder. It is no wonder because of Kiev is a home for 3 million people, and so many of them are refugees. And sometimes people ask me how many people, how many residents in Kiev now, after maybe 6 or 7 million people left their homes for European countries and maybe Canada and all over the world. And my answer is the same. The same number of people live here because of residents of Kiev, those who fled abroad, their apartments were replaced. These residents of Kiev were replaced by refugees from frontline, from occupied territories. The world is bigger than just America. I am agree. No ship. My body said they look like a potato chip. No, no ship. My body. I don't understand. I didn't get your comments or questions or what is ship. Well, guys, here you can see ballistic missile. Ballistic missile. No, guys, it is not Iskander. It is точка U. So two guys told that it is Iskander. No, guys. No, my viewers, it is not Iskander. It is точка U, or according to NATO standard, it is the Scarab. It is tactical. It is tactical ballistic missile. Its range is 120 kilometers. And if you follow Ukrainian events, you may remember attack of missile like this on railway station in Kramatorsk in eastern part of Ukraine. And on that day, they killed 61 or something passengers in passenger station, and at that time about 2,000 people tried to escape Russian invasion, and they destroy everything here, believe me, everything, and they want to kill all Ukrainians, all elder one, young people, children, men, women, and they are just medieval barbarians. Thanksgiving, as we arrived to Kramatorsk, not point you. Guys, I know all, not maybe not all, but a lot of events that happened here in Kiev, because of I live in information field, and I know and I knew in person many people who live in the eastern part of Ukraine, including Kramatorsk. So believe me that it is точка U. Now I think they used all missiles like this that were in their disposal, because of missiles точка U were designed in Soviet times, and I think they just used this store of their missiles like this. And nowadays Iskanders replaced точка U. Ukraine should have never give up and their nukes to Russia. Maybe, but yes, I agree with you, but history doesn't tolerate, subjunctive mood. Yeah, yes, I recollected this word. Maybe it should be like you told, because of Ukraine passed not only not only missiles like this, not only nukes. Russia, we passed to Russia a lot of guided missiles, and not only guided missiles. Ukraine passed to Russia. We handed them a lot of strategic bombers, and nowadays they bomb Ukrainian territory, and we experience air attacks every day without any interruptions. I remember just maybe several days during start of Russian full-scale invasion when we had silent night, and every night is uh, it is trouble for us. Ordeal. We have a saying in English. Highlight is 2020. It's easy to see mistakes after they have been already made. Yeah, yes, quite agree with you. So where is security? Jimbo, I did not get your question. It's been going to an as long as World War One. No, I can understand. I can understand your words. Well, guys, my name is Sergey Uzlov, and I'm in Kyiv. Kyiv is the capital of Ukraine. Ukraine is the biggest country in Europe. Ukraine covers 603,000 square kilometers, and so before Russian full-scale invasion, Ukraine was home for 46 or so residents. Now many Ukrainians left their homes, and they have been living in eastern part, in western parts of our continent, maybe in United States, in Canada, Australia, and everywhere. So believe me, we don't want to leave our homes. And I will speak for myself. In Donetsk, I left one flat, one house, and my orchard, and everything that was there to my hut. But Russia destroyed not only physical things, they destroyed also minds of people, and people who were under influence of Russian propaganda. They lost ability to build relationships, causal relationships. It is a terrible thing, propaganda, Russian propaganda. And I was born and grown in Soviet Union, and I know about power of Soviet and Russian propaganda. It's all about the oil. I don't think so. For example, Putin needs not any oil because of it is very rich country. They have, Russians have all kinds of mineral resources. They have huge territory, which is 28 times bigger than Ukrainian territory. But Putin invaded Ukraine under false pretext of some protecting of Russian-speaking people. It is fake. It is nonsense. I am from eastern part of Ukraine, and Russian was my first language, and I must confess that I think in Russian, but on the streets I speak Ukrainian because of it was my own will, because of I don't like Ukrainian, I don't like Russian language, because of I feel insecure when I hear some Russian, and I decided to refuse my Russian language forever. Maybe sometimes in family we keep speaking Russian, but it is just due to the fact that Russian language is deep inside in me. Yes, some more troll. There was mainly east and south. Russia got kicked out from Kiev area in 2022. Yeah, guys, yeah. And if you're new on my channel, I tell you that I was born in Donetsk, eastern part of Ukraine, and my first education was mining. I was mining uh, engineer, and I worked in mine for a bit less than 10 years. And at that time, in times of Soviet Union and in post-Soviet country Ukraine, after Ukraine gained independence, just in Donetsk itself was 20, 20 big coal mines and a lot of smaller private mines. And now, can you guess how many mines left after Russian occupation? None. No, no one mine continues to work in Donetsk. So they destroyed everything. Everything. So there are a lot of trolls here. Some of them send message, or how to say it, not question, it is just message, just some crazy information. They glorify Russia. Glory to Russia. Will you, Mr. or Lady Troll, explain me what for glory to Russia, what for Slava Russia, for the fact that they are destroying, that you are destroying not only live people in Ukraine. In the first term, you destroy your own life because of 12 years ago and before, Russia was, I would say, not maybe not respectable country in the world, but all doors to any country, it was they were opened for Russians. And now Russian passport is I think one of the worst passports in the world, and doors in many countries are closed for Russians. And Russia lost technologies, it's lost GDP, it lost everything. What for? This war, they cannot explain. Glory to Ukraine and the hero. Thank you. Russia never attacked a NATO country. Yeah, we needed to be a member of NATO because of Russia would not attack Ukraine if we were members of NATO. Russia wants to be part of NATO. Yes, but did Russia want to be part of it? They want it. Yeah, it is not joke. In the end of 20th century and in the beginning of this century, Russia wanted to be member of NATO, but now it is just. It looks like, it sounds like some joke. They will never be a member of NATO. I tell you more, that Russia will not exist as a terrorist country. Well, guys, who is new on my channel, I'm on Mikhailovsky Square, and in front of me is a beautiful Mikhailovsky Monastery. And now we're heading to the memorial wall commemorating our fallen soldiers. Russia killed them. Thank you for your comments, thank you for your questions, but guys, unfortunately I am not able to give answer for all your questions or comments because of there are too much comments, and I just physically have not possibility to not only give you answer, but but even read your questions. Thank you very much for watching my video. I am from Kiev. Now we are watching streets and squares of Kiev, and thank you for your likes also. Now I am next to Memorial Wall, and I told you that this war started 12 years ago, so you can see dates when these beautiful people were killed. 2014, and Putin and in general Russians insist that they did not invade Ukraine, and there were not Russian soldiers on Ukrainian turf. But as you can see, it is to put it mildly, it is not true. And you obviously know, maybe you don't know, Minister of Propaganda of Nazi Germany, Joseph Goebbels, and his motto, his rule was as follows: 60% of truth and 40% of lie, propaganda. So Russia, modern Russia, overcame him, and now they tell 100% of nonsense and lie. Zelensky is a lying thief. Oh yeah, guys, I am not against I don't want to discuss these foolish words, but if you want, you can. I can't tolerate any of your words, but go home. You have a lot of things to do. So spring came already, and please, you have what to do on your territory. That's 28 times bigger than Ukraine, and stop destruction of Ukraine. So these guys, very young guys, you can see their faces, beautiful faces. They were killed by Russians in 2015. Thank you there, N7D. But what is politics? Explain me, what is politics? When they destroy your home, is it politics? I don't think so. So if you live in some distant countries, it is up to you. But for me, politics is every day, every night. So they don't stop shelling us 24 hours a day. It is said how young some of these men are. So it is sorry, it is a grief that any people of any ages were killed. They are our treasure, our citizens, our brothers is treasure for us. Look at this face, Evgeny. I bow my head before these guys. And every possible way, Russians denied the fact of their boots on Ukrainian land in 2014, but it is fake. It is fake. It is just propaganda because of. It is easily debunked propaganda because of just open page on Wikipedia. I can tell you date exactly. It was on 11th of July 2014, and on that day Russia started shelling area of Ukraine from Rostov district. Oh, more Russian flags. Oh guys, I sympathize you, and I am very sorry that Russia will be dissolved soon. You are a fake country. You are a terrorist country, and your messages just don't waste time sending messages like this. Glory Russia, and Russia will win. No, it is not true. So what did you have a good time? Not. I don't know whether it's some irony, but this time is very difficult time for all Ukrainians. For all Ukrainians, especially last winter was very tough for all of us because of Russia used winter frost as a weapon. They weaponize everything, history, language, weather, everything, and everything. And as I told you before, I'm from eastern part of Ukraine, and my first language was Russian, and I traveled a lot around Ukraine, around Russia, and I never encountered some cases when my Russian language was, how to say, it was infringed. And before Russian full-scale invasion, residents of Ukraine spoke also Russian and Ukrainian, but nowadays many Ukrainians switched to Ukrainian language because of Russia is a terrorist state, invader, occupier, and so on. Look at the faces of these guys. So beautiful, guys. Odessa, Russia is powerful. We in Odessa are making Russia even greater. Odessa is a Russian city forever. Yes, it is your right to dream about it. But Odessa, Donetsk, Lugansk, Kiev, any districts of Ukraine is parts of Ukraine, United Nations, and a lot of countries recognize it. And Russia is part of China, isn't it? Are you happy that in several years, and even now, you are parts of China already? And Ukraine, vector of development is Europe. And Russia's dream and Russia's direction of your development or degrading is North Korea. Am I right? No, so you will never send me reply because of you have nothing to tell. And I understand Russian trolls. They just earn money. They have not other way to earn money but to produce some military equipment and post some nonsense on internet. Well, guys, this memorial wall represents maybe very smaller chunk of our casualties, maybe, I don't know, maybe 2-3%, because if Russia kills dozens, maybe some days hundreds of Ukrainian soldiers, and just Ukrainian, it doesn't matter whether they soldiers or civilians, because of many of them were not professional soldiers. They were just IT engineers and drivers, and I don't know, maybe just workers in some civilian spheres, but they protected not only Ukraine. It sounds a bit hefty. They gave their lives for freedom of Ukraine and the whole democratic world. Well, guys, in the first turn they protected their own homes and their families. Russia launched this war they unleashed this war without any sane reasons. In any way, they cannot explain their reasons. What for they invaded Ukraine. Are you a user? Well done. Too many people dead. What for? Yeah. I know exactly that 500,000 of Russians were killed during this crazy war. And what for? No one Russian can explain. What for? They need Ukrainian land. Russia is a huge country with literally unlimited storage, not storage, it's resources. They have a lot of mineral resources, lakes, woods, rivers, and agricultural lands. And what for they invaded Ukraine, they cannot explain. It is just will of one person. So Putin is devil. He is devil, and he had opportunity to mobilize and rally a lot of Russians around him, and he's really a fiend. But he is a very sophisticated KGB agent. KGB appeared more than 100 years ago after communists swept to power in 1917, and since then it developed. And Putin is concentration of all evil that he focused in his personality since the Russian Empire. And you know that Ukraine and Russia appeared on the map of our planet in the same year, 1991, and at that time Russia had not any pretenses to Ukraine, and we were maybe not the staunchest friends, but in any way we had not pretensions, and we had dozens and maybe hundreds of bilateral agreements, treaties and contracts and so on. But this war began a big surprise for us, because we had not any real pretext for this war. But Putin told that people in eastern parts suppressed by Ukrainian government, by Ukrainian-speaking people. But I'm from eastern part of Ukraine, and I can easily debunk this fake. Russia. Some troll, he's glorifying Russia, but what for, he cannot explain. He knows just word Russia. He's like a mesmerized person. And now let's wait and enjoy bells of Mikhailovsky Monastery. And fourth, yes. Now in Kyiv is 4 p.m. I don't know what countries are you from, but maybe it is night in some countries. But Ukraine is how to say it is. It has the same time of the whole territory of Ukraine. Unlike in Russia and unlike in the United States. Well guys, for those who is new on my channel, my name is Sergey Uzlov. I'm a Kiev guide, and I'm refugee from eastern part of Ukraine. And before full-scale invasion in 2022, as the war started in Ukraine, the guy calls me a troll. Yeah. So all Russians are occupiers, fascists, and terrorists for me. Can you debunk my words? Yes, please. And the best way, I think it is just communication on social networks. You have to go home, guys from Russia, and let's continue, if you want, our altercations on internet, but you have your own home, and it is not Ukraine, not Odessa, not Kiev, not Donetsk and Lugansk. Товарищ Sergei, how are you? I'm not Товарищ, I am just Mr. For you, Mr. Sergei. I am okay. As you can see, I am still alive, despite the fact that Russians are going to kill me and my friends for 12 years already. Go to a place where all photos and members of soldiers of Ukrainian people are lost their lives. I don't know. So go to the place where all photos and memories of soldiers and Ukrainian people are lost their lives. So I don't know. If you are not, it is not sarcasm. So now I'm going to go to central part of Kiev, the very heart of Kiev. It is Maidan, Maidan Незалежності or Independence Square. I think we will go this way, and on distance you can see Saint Sophia. It is oldest monastic complex that survived Soviet Union, because in times of Soviet Union, when communists swept the power, they destroyed maybe not all but most of religious institutions, religious establishments, including churches, monasteries, and monuments like this. So I want to tell several words about this monument. In short, we call this monument to great Princess Olga. Her figure is in the middle of this composition, and on left is Andrew was called one of 12 apostles, well, Olga, and these two gentlemen are Cyril and Methodius. They were enlighteners of Christianity, and also they were developers of Slavic language. And this is the case when replica looks better than original, because of this monument was erected in 1911, but it was on its place about 10 years, less than 10 years, and communists demolished it. Because they hated any religion, because of communism was a religion by itself. And this monument was rebuilt after Ukraine gained independence in 1991. And this is the very case when original looks was then copied. Original monument was built of concrete, and this monument is of marble. Okay. I need to tell a couple words to this guy, so please, I will be silent for a couple of minutes. Uh, okay, guys, thank you for waiting me. Yeah, this guy is from United States, and I offered him my tour around Kiev district. And during my tour, we visited places that were under occupation in February and March of 2022. We cover about 150 kilometers around the places that were under occupation, and we visit battlefields. So if you want, if you're interested in this topic, I invite you to my tour. So during my tour, I will show you exploded bridges, battlefields with the destroyed military Russian vehicles, and also, if you want, we will speak to locals, and they. So not all of them, but some of locals not against of sharing their uh, memories about this terrible time. But to say true, they continue to be in very terrible moods because of every night over their eyes heads. Drones and missiles of different types flow on Ukrainian rare territories. I remember when the open war began officially, I would watch it. Oh, oh, guys, sorry, I have no time even to read your questions and your comments. Thank you very much for that. But if you really want to know a life in Ukraine through eyes of ordinary person, I'm neither professional politician nor some VIP person. I am just ordinary resident of Kiev, and also I'm a refugee from eastern parts of Ukraine. So please text me later uh, when I upload my video. Anyone with a brain sees through your lights. Yeah, Devastation, rider. Yeah. You can tell me everything, but I can explain. Uh, uh, I can be responsible for any of my words. So you are troll. You are troll because I'm eyewitness. I'm eyewitness of all events here in Ukraine since Russian full-scale invasion and before. And during my tour around Kiev district, we speak to the real witnesses, residents of Bucha, Irpin, and they will tell you about atrocities in their homes and their native places. So was replied to the troll, not you. Ah, yes. Oh, right. Sorry, Ryder. Thank you. Excuse me for my words. So, yeah. A lot of trolls here, and it is too fast flow of messages, and sometimes I don't pay attention. It's my friends' words. So, excuse me once more. Bucha was horrific, and I can also imagine they were, and the guys and everywhere else as well. So they kill a lot of Ukrainian children, women, men, elder, young, mid-aged people. So, and last winter they wanted to kill all of us because of they attacked our thermal and energy generating facilities, and we experienced a really very tough time, and we survived despite of Russian desire. So Britain stop the Kyivans. I pray to Almighty God will spread peace and harmony. Thank you very much. We'll keep it away from Kiev in 22 already. So sorry for you. Yeah, guys, full-scale invasion started for me 8 to 5 in the morning on 24th of February 2022. And at that time, I rented a flat on the top floor of a 9-story living apartment building, and I was able to see a lot of explosions around my apartment I rented at that time. Oh, Russian flags, a lot of Russian flags here. By the way, I think Russians also don't know, but I will explain what Russian flag means. First of all, it is flag of a Soviet traitor, Vlasov. He passed to the side of German Nazi invaders, Vlasov. It had flags like this, red, blue, white, and on the other hand, it means red, красный, K, G, голубой, and white. It is белый, KGB. So if you read names of the colors from down to up in ascending order, it is KGB. Russian flag it has two meanings. First of all, it is a flag of a Soviet traitor, collaborant with German Nazis. It is first meaning. A second meaning, it is KGB. So I welcome Russian flag here. Thank you for your support of Ukraine. Yes, when Russians invaded to Ukraine, it was full-scale invasion. I am just stressing that they invaded Ukraine 12 years ago, but full-scale invasion was 4 days ago in the end of February. Why speak bad on Lenin Stalin? Speak bad on Lenin Stalin. Love the boy. Zelensky is anti-Christ puppets. Yeah. Well, guys, excuse their trolls. I will not comment your nonsense. Zelensky is a Ukrainian president, and it is none of your business. Absolutely none of your business. We elected him, but you never elected your president. In Russia, there were not any elections, and every time Putin himself appointed him as a president. Well, guys, we are on Mikhailovsky Street that connects Mikhailovsky Square and Central Square of Kiev, Maidan, or in the square in English. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your subscription also. You can see Maidan on distance. Yeah, some guy comments elections in Ukraine. Well, according to Ukrainian constitution, elections during war are prohibited, and it is impossible to conduct elections due to the war. It is physical fact. It is one of the Russian fakes, one of the tones of Russian fakes, not the fact not elections in Ukraine. And they don't pay attention at their own elections because of they had not elections for 20, 25, 36 years as minimum. They prefer not to bring up these facts. I remember this place from the hopeless times of 2014 before all bloodshed. Yeah. I also remember, despite of the fact that my home is my former home was in Donetsk, in Donetsk city in the east of Ukraine, I visited Kiev a lot of times. Because I worked for several companies with headquarters here in Kiev, and I visited this place for many times. And in general, I traveled a lot around the former Soviet Union. I've been for maybe several dozen times in Moscow, but my last visit to Moscow was in the end of the last century, and I will never go to Moscow. It is nest of devil, and Russia is a terrorist country, and I don't recommend you to visit Moscow and Russia in general. Donetsk isn't Russian, it's a death zone now. Yeah, so Russia turned industrial center of Ukraine. It was unofficial capital of industry of Ukraine. They turned it into Scotland, and people in Donetsk, residents of Donetsk, they have not water supply, they have not stable electricity, and also Russia destroyed all industry. And I'm former mining engineer. At the last place I worked at was on depth 1.5 kilometers, and before Russian invasion in 2014, in Donetsk functioned 20 big state coal mines and a lot of smaller private mines. And nowadays no one mine functions. The boats are getting desperate, spamming their brothers in the chat. I love to see them sit and scream. Yes, so do I. So do I. Don't pay attention at trolls. Sometimes they help me to debunk Russian propaganda. It's a beautiful Kyiv city center, and here is entrance to old Kyiv city. At that time it was just, I think, yes, it was named Kyiv, but it was not part of Ukraine because of 1,500 years ago, Ukraine, Russia, and other countries did not exist as states. And this is one of three main entrances to Kyiv, and obviously it is a replica, but during archaeological excavations right in this place in earth, remains of these gates were found. Yes, 71, 81. Yes, quite agree with you. So I'm sure that Russians know everything. They know everything, but they feel that sooner and of their uh, country, of their terrorist country, because of economy of Russia went down, and in general, it is outcasted country. Maybe their friends are only Cuba and North Korea. And I think Iran is not a friend of Russia already. I don't know outcome of this attack on Iran, but I'm sure that Russia will not support Iran because of their cowards. Russia is a very weak country, and no one wants to be friend of Russia, terrorist country. Yes, I quite agree with you, Mr. One STPLACEOS. Yes, I agree with you. We need election. Yes, quite agree with you. According to Ukrainian constitution, we had to had elections. I think in previous year, but it is impossible. According to the same Ukrainian constitution, it is prohibited to have elections during the war. And by the way, there is no one article of Russian constitution they did not break. And first of all, so it is just one example that to join any territory to Russia, they, according to their constitution, they need referendum. But they joined Donetsk, Lugansk, Zaporizhia regions as a part of Russia. It is against of Russian constitution. So they, Russian, they broke any articles of their criminal code and constitution and everything. It is a fake country without law. Putin is law. Putin is Russian law, and they all afraid of Putin, and they subordinate Putin, despite of his crazy statements and action. And they invaded Ukraine without any sane reasons. And for the first time, it is end of Russia. So I'm sure that Russia will not be big state Russia. I don't know. I have sworn off to predict anything, but I'm sure that in several years, there will not be Russia on the map of our beautiful planet. Hello from America. I don't matter who the Ukraine president is. It's only matter that the Ukraine public know to make rational decisions. Yes, it is a matter of Ukrainian citizens, and I cannot predict who will be our next president. I don't want even to voice surname. Well, guys, now I'm crossing the main street of Kyiv, Krishchatik, and maybe we will lose internet connection for several seconds. Please stay with me if you will lose stream. If you're able to see me, there are some souvenirs in the Ukrainian national flag, colored blue and yellow. I made it. I am on surface already, and just now I crossed the main street of Kyiv, Hryshchatyk Street. All buildings on Hryshchatyk. Excuse me, guys. It's not a stable internet connection due to blackouts. Due to blackouts in Kiev and other parts of Ukraine, so sometimes my stream is being interrupted. Well, now we're to the People's Memorial to our defenders. They were not only Ukrainian citizens, and you can see a lot of flags of different countries. There I can see some Turkish flags and Australian flags, and I bow my head before these guys, those who gave life for independence of Ukraine, independence of all free world. Leadership gonna dictate. Show the U.S. flag. U.S. flag. U.S. flag. Yes, I try to find U.S. flag. So it is Turkish flag. This is Turkish flag. Oh, it is still slippery. Maybe I will go other way. I can see British flag over there. So it's slippery. As you can see, it is ice, still ice here, and the road is cleared of snow and ice. American flag. This is Gorodetsky street. It tells you nothing because of you are from distant countries, but the end of this road leads to residence of our presidents and in general governmental quarter. Let's go and see. It is muddy, quite muddy, but you asked me to show American flag. I was able to see American flag. Guys, I promised you to show American flag. This is one and another one. I bow my head before these guys from all over the world. They understand that Russia is a threat, it is a danger for the whole democratic world, for the whole free world. And look at the faces of these handsome guys. Some of them were very, very young, while others were in respectable age and in middle age. And all of them should live, not die. And we live in the 21st century, and this time is not for wars. It is a time for love, for travels, for learning languages, for study. some arts and so on. And this flag is Georgian flag, if I'm not mistaken. I think yes, it is. I think it is Georgia. And this is British flag. Virjavishvili, it is typical Georgian name. This guy was citizen of Georgia. By the way, Russia occupied part of Georgia, I think in 2008. This corner commemorates guys from Angel, it is Miguel, Angel, Sammy. They are from some Peru. I don't know. Maybe you can help me. Do you recognize these flags? All inscriptions are in Spanish. Yellow and blue roses. Yellow color represents field of sunflower or just wheats, and blue it's blue sky over Ukraine. Today is not very nice sky, but it is partly clouded. So maybe coming night will be some snow or maybe rain. Today is second day of the spring, and this calendar spring coincides with spring weather, because of before, on the last day of winter, it was quite freezing weather with temperature below zero. But yesterday it was first sunny day in this year, and temperature was 7 above zero, as well as today. Today now it's about 7, and I hope that war it is a slip of the tongue. This war and winter. Yes, last winter was Russian war against civilians. They wanted to kill us not with missiles, but with cold and darkness. They destroyed most of our energy generating stations, but I cannot give you exact number of destroyed energy facilities, because first of all it is state secret, because of now situation with electricity is much better than it was 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, and I will speak for myself. Sometimes we experienced darkness and blackouts for 12 hours a day. Now situation is better. We still have blackouts, but they become shorter and shorter. But I'm afraid to tell this aloud, because of I cannot say that I'm too superstitious, but I'm afraid to jinx this, because of situation is very, very unpredictable, and we don't know what they will do next evening, next night. And every night, including yesterday, day before yesterday, day before yesterday, and every day after their full-scale invasion in 2022, they subject us they launch missiles of different kinds, ballistic missiles, guided missiles, hypersonic missiles, and drones on the in the rear of Ukraine. Not mention front line. And also Russians use nuclear weapons. Yes, I'm not mistaken when I told you about nuclear weapon, because of they attacked our Chernobyl nuclear power plant. And just refresh your memory about Chernobyl. Chernobyl nuclear power plant was destroyed during explosion in unit number 4 in 1986, and after this explosion of unit 4, huge area became contaminated with radiation, and it was a tragedy of global scale. And nowadays this area is closed for ordinary visitors, for ordinary tourists. I know this topic very well because for nearly 10 years, maybe a bit less, maybe 8 years and something, I was guide to Chernobyl exclusion zone, and I visited that place for hundreds of times, nearly 1,000 times. And last April, Russia attacked sarcophagus, or to be more precise, new safe confinement that was built over the Unit 4 concrete sarcophagus, and they made leakage of radiation from Unit 4. So I consider it as nuclear attack on Ukraine. And also people around the world try not to mention the fact that Russia occupied the biggest in Europe Zaporizhia nuclear power plant with 6 power units. It is still under Russian occupation, and it is very dangerous. It is very dangerous. At any moment they can make another Chernobyl that will be not only Ukrainian catastrophe. It will be catastrophe of a global scale. So they use all kinds of weapons. And so now I'm going to show you some flechette. Do you know what flechette is? It is dart. It is dart or needle. It is here. It is here. It is a needle, and sometimes Russia uses these flechettes in. I need some maybe snow in the background. So this is flechette. Look at here. Look here, and projectiles filled with flechette like this to kill our soldiers and kill our civilians. And this needle, this flechette, I found in Irpin, the city that was under Russian occupation, or maybe no. Irpin was partly occupied, and Bucha is next to Irpin. It was occupied within 1 month, and from occupied Bucha they launched projectiles filled with flechettes, and every tank shell has 3,700 flechettes like this. Where are the crosses? It is not cemetery, guys. There are not crosses here. It is cemetery. It is not cemetery, and according to tradition crosses are on cemeteries. It is people's memorial. It is not a state-run memorial, and it is people's initiative. Goes up. A friend went to the zoo and TCC chased him because I'm not able to read such long comments. Do you pay respect to Russians just like this man? I'm sure that Russian soldiers, they are mercenaries, they paid soldiers, so Russia tries to hide the real number of Russian victims. And there are not similar memorials in Russia. Well, I can see that I'm streaming 17 minutes only. Maybe it is due to the fact that my stream was interrupted due to blackouts, due to the bad internet. Please, guys, please, if you like my job, please subscribe my channel. So unless there's no way they would have a memorial with no crosses. GBTWC. I don't know. I don't know where you got this information. I told you that it is not the cemetery. It is just people's memorial. So these flags were put here, and these placards were placed here by relatives and friends and other people who lost their beloved ones. So it is their own business. It is Kyiv city center. It is not cemetery. It is just memorial. It is not one Ukraine. There is two of them. It is not one Ukrainian. There is two of them. So I can see Russian troll. So Russians and pro-Russian people, they don't believe their eyes. They believe only shit that Putin tells them. So most, maybe 95% of all flags here are Ukrainians. Where did you learn English so well? If it is not sarcasm, I am self-educated man. I am in my mid-60s, and it is like hobby. And before my run away from occupied area, I was mining engineer, and for nearly 10 years I conducted tours to Chernobyl exclusion zone, as I told you before, and I try to level up my English every day, and in my pockets I carry some flashcards with me, and I don't miss any opportunity to speak English. I'm shocked because not all young people speak English as well as you do, but you are not 20 years old, you are old, and I tell you more on the top of that, really small percentage of people of my generation speak English at all, because of it is a separate topic, language. I graduated from secondary school and technical university in times of Soviet Union, and to study some language was a must, and all people, maybe 99%, maybe 98% of all graduates from Soviet institutions and universities had not reason to learn some foreign languages, because of Soviet Union was a closed country, and to travel abroad and to meet some foreigners here in Soviet Union. It was practically impossible. And when people don't see reason what for study language, people don't learn languages. And the main thing in learning languages is practice. And I told you that it was my hobby. It was rather hobby. So I have to go there. Oh, nah. Thank you there. Many thanks for your effort. God bless. Hopefully we meet again. Yeah, Slava Ukraini, Героям Slava. Well, guys, and for those who is new on my channel, my name is Sergey Uzlov, and I'm a refugee from eastern part of Ukraine, and I stream from the main street of Kiev. It is a Christiatic street, and now I'm in the very heart of Kiev. It is Maidan. Maidan is a Levnosti or Independence Square. And if you are new on my channel, please subscribe my channel. It is very important for me. Now we are heading to the monument to founders of Kyiv. There are some more monuments to Kyiv, Shek and Kharif, three brothers, and their sister Libet. They are legendary founders of Kyiv, and Kyiv is an ancient city with more than 1,500 years history, and this family founded Kyiv. Who is who? I don't know. I think that our author of this monument doesn't know who is who, because of they are mostly legendary persons, and one of this man is Key, older brother. I think it's here. According to his eldest brother, Key, Shek, and Kharif, and their sister Libet. These ladies, their sister Libet, and they were founders of Kyiv. And also I love for a monument to founders of Kyiv at the bank of Dnipro River. Unfortunately, it is impossible to stream from other parts of Kyiv, distant parts of Kyiv, because of internet there is not stable. Here sometimes I experience interception in the internet connection, but it is the best place to stream. Central Square and Mikhailovsky Square, and this stela represents freedom of Ukraine, and on place of this stela, of this column, was a monument to Vladimir Lenin. And when Ukraine gained independence from Soviet Union in 1991, it was a huge reconstruction of this square, and this monument to freedom of Ukraine appeared here on the brink of two millenniums or 2 centuries. And behind this monument is Hotel Ukraine, and behind the Hotel Ukraine is a governmental quarter, and it is off-limit zone. Ordinary people have not right to walk around the governmental quarter in order to possible sabotage acts, and Putin tried to kill our president and members of our parliament for many times, and to prevent this from happening. That area behind the hotel of Ukraine is closed. Kiev is a very nice place. It's a very nice place, and as a guide and as a person who is interested in everything, in history of Ukraine and in modern Ukraine, I visited a lot of places around the city, and I know a thing or two. But nowadays, many places are closed for, not many, but some of places are closed for visitors due to the war. And this stand represents events 20 years back. 20 years back it was so-called EuroMaidan. EuroMaidan, when clashes between riot police for our pro-Russian president and Ukrainian activists took place. And in times of President Yanukovych, maybe half of our members of our government and our parliament had Russian passports. So Russia was so Ukraine was part of Russia before 20. In fact, it was part of Russia in before 2014, and real independence of Ukraine is ahead of us, because of now we are in a state of war. Maybe it is not. I don't like this formula, Russian-Ukrainian war, because of this term doesn't reflect real war. It was insidious, treacherous attack of nuclear monster on independent and peaceful country of Ukraine. Hi 7046. Go Trump, bye bye. Kamala, man, you do well with your English. Can understand you quite well from the United States. Thank you very much. Thank you for your kind words. And guys, I invite you to visit Kyiv. I understand that Ukraine is not the safest place in the world due to this crazy war, but I conduct tours around Kyiv nowadays, and I hope I will after our victory, but nothing's set in stone, especially in these days. So I hope I will survive, and I will see, and I will celebrate our victory. When it will happen, no one knows, and including me. And I don't believe any prognosis. And in general, I sworn off to predict anything, because of our world is absolutely unpredictable especially after President Trump took office, and every day he changes his opinion, his actions, and I don't equate all Americans, and I consider America as a democratic country, but democracy is very fragile thing, and we need to fight for democracy. And you know that Germany, before Hitler swept the power, it was also democratic country, but it needed, I think, about 3 months or so for Hitler and his and his people to turn democracy into Nazi authoritarian country. So please remember that democracy is a fragile thing. Peaceful country was when started to move to the border of Russia. So GBTWC, you see, NATO, this organization was created to protect peace, and calm in other countries from Soviet Union and from Russia. So Ukraine is absolutely peaceful country. We don't claim to any territories, to any countries, and we need protection, just protection against of Russia. And Russia invaded Georgia, invaded Moldova, and invaded Ukraine and many other countries before this invasion into Ukraine. So we don't care, NATO or some other treaties, but we need protection, and the only protection for Ukrainians is, as it turned to be, it is NATO, to be members of NATO. And Russia is nuclear monster. It is a huge country with a huge humanitarian potential, and they don't want to make their lives better. They chose occupation and devastation of other countries. No, GBTWC. I don't want to comment your crazy comments. You are troll or just not a clever person, and I will not comment your replica, but I tell other my viewers that Azov, it is a military unit that was formed in 2022 from residents of Berdyansk and Mariupol, the city, their coastal city in the south of Ukraine, and this unit was created from local residents, and Putin labeled them as a Nazi and as some just killers. It is a style of Russian propaganda, and sometimes you cannot hear truth. Every word, every lips movement, it is lie, fake, and propaganda. I can easily debunk any sane words, but if people, I think most of them are just paid trolls, tell that Ukraine invaded to Russia, and Azov are Nazis, and so on. It is impossible to comment rape of a madman from sanatorium. It is impossible, and I will not. It is important. I can tell you that this is snow. But if Putin tells people that it is not snow, it is just water. People don't believe their eyes. They believe only Russian propaganda, because of Russian propaganda it is a very strong weapon. It is a mass destruction weapon. It's unlike a real nuclear weapon. It destroys not bodies. It destroys heads of people. I know what Soviet propaganda is, because I was born in Soviet Union, and I subjected Soviet propaganda, and I know its power. For example, not before Soviet Union collapsed, I think in the 80s of last century, I was sure I was sure that Soviet Union was surrounded by hostile countries, and all of them wanted to occupy Soviet Union and make residents of Soviet Union slaves, and so on, and like. I was crazy due to Soviet propaganda, because of in Soviet times we had not other sources of information but state and Communist Party run newspapers and magazines and TV. So Russian propaganda is nearly the same. Maybe in some cases it is more cruel than Soviet propaganda. Well, guys, if US and Russia took away Ukraine nuclear bombs, Ukraine cannot now turn back and have nuclear bombs with US proxy in NATO. Guys, I cannot comment your comments like this, because of you see, we live in a probabilistic world, and I know what will happen coming night. Our world is unpredictable. I know the only thing, that's Russia attacked my home, not only country, because when people say Russia invaded Ukraine, it sounds a bit hefty. Russians really took my home, took my dogs, took my garden with trees and bushes and tomatoes. So I know only this, and the rest is maybe it's a little bit true, a little bit lie, but all my mindset formed by Russian invasion. And I know that Russia is a threat not only for me, they occupy us, and you see, Ukraine. So Putin cannot attack Europe before he achieved for occupation of Ukraine, capitulation of Ukraine. So Ukraine is barrier between nuclear monster and Europe. So please never forget that these guys gave their lives for not only Ukrainian independence, also they were killed in battlefields during battles for independence of the free world, other countries. Well, what is time? It is 5 p.m. here in Kiev. Who washed your brain? Oh yes, very good question. 1741. Who brain? Not who or what washed my brain? Drones, missiles from Russia washed my brains. Yes, thank you, Mr. Troll. Well, guys, thank you very much for walking with me, for being with me on my stream, and I promise to conduct my streams tomorrow, on the day after tomorrow, and up to our victory, maybe later, because I'm Kiev guide, and I know a lot about Kyiv, about this war, and I invite you to visit Ukraine, to visit Kyiv. Nowadays but I know most of us are sane people, and you don't want to risk, so please come after our victory. I wish you safety, and may Jesus Christ keep you safe. Yeah, thank you very much. 4822, and our soldiers also protect us, and among them are a lot of my friends and colleagues of mine. By the way, I buried a lot of my colleagues of mine, and also my acquaintances. Thank you for today, and we will check you out your channel on Facebook and other sites. Yes, I'm everywhere. I'm Sergey Uzlov Guide. You can find me on Instagram, on Facebook, and if you have some topics to discuss, please don't hesitate sending me some your questions or just your opinion about events here in Ukraine and in the world. And a couple days ago, another war started in Iran and in Israel and surrounding countries. So maybe it is the main topic, main talk of the town. But please never forget that Ukraine is under attack of huge country that's 28 times bigger than Ukraine, and we need your help. I need your help, guys. Please subscribe my channel. And also, I'm not against of it if you can have opportunity to buy me a cup of coffee. You can easily find some reference, some links to this service, buy me a coffee, because of I'm refugee from eastern part of Ukraine, and in fact I'm homeless person, and I have been renting for apartments 12 years already, and I am not so young, and 12 years ago I was 12 years younger than now. But time is cruel, and in 1 year I will be 1 year older, and so on. But to earn money, that is for people of my generation is not as easy as for people of young generation. It is a problem for, it is issue for all over the world. Young people have more opportunities to earn money than elder ones. So guys, thank you for watching. I am wrapping up my stream, and see you tomorrow or maybe the other day, and ask you questions under this stream when I will upload it. Because of your present comments and your opinions and your questions just disappeared together with this stream. And thank you very much, and bye bye till tomorrow.